Hello, it's Don, and thank you for stopping by. This is Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and we do appreciate every visitor we have. Consider this your new home and find your way back. This is going to be the reading for the first full week of September, and September's bringing a lot of crazy energies, and I want to give you an insight on two of them to keep in mind. First and foremost, from the 1st to the 10th, there is a lot of energy about changing old routines and habits. If you've been looking at trying to stop old habits, this is the time to do it. If you've been wanting to change your routine, this is the time to do it. Say your workout's not been as productive as you thought, this is the time to change the routine. Again, this is a good time to change the routines, turning old habits into new. The additional energy that I wanted to speak about is, of course, love. Love is in the air because one time a year we get this kind of love. This is Virgo. The new moon is coming in Virgo on the 6th. With that new moon brings in a whole lot of energy toward love and relationships. So if you have been on the sideline and in thinking about maybe getting back into the love game, then it's time to get back out there. It's time to start dating. It's time to start connecting because love is in the air. This is the time for it. On the 6th and all the way through for, I guess, a number, maybe 10 days at most, use that energy from that moon because love is in the air. And also, when I say that love, let me stress this point. Love comes in many different ways. Again, it's not just love as in a relationship between two adults. It's also the love of a parent to a child, a grandparent to a parent, a grandparent to a grandchild, uncles and aunts and friends and so forth. So if you have been estranged from people, or that love is needing to be rekindled, or if the love you're in with your relationship presently is one that needs to be rekindled, this is also a time to rekindle that love. Again, love is in the air. So go out, take the opportunity, use this energy, and create new, wonderful memories for the future because it is September, and soon enough, this year will be over. You don't want another year to go by if you haven't reconnected. With that said, this is your reading for the month of September. Enjoy. This is the reading for Scorpio for the week of September 6th through 12. Again, the reading for Scorpio, September 6th through 12. Also, you may notice I'm using a different deck this week. This is a bigger deck. I mean, look at this in my hand. This is a massive deck, so it's a little bit complicated. Not complicated, just unusual for me to have to shuffle it because it feels very different. But look at these images. This is called the Cook's Tarot deck. And the Cook's Tarot deck is about cooking and about food. And of course, putting two of my things together, cooking and food. I love to cook. I love to eat. Cooking brings me that zen, that peace. But look at those images. Aren't they amazing? And so when I saw this, I thought, I love tarot and I love cooking. And so put my two things together that I love the most. And so I bought the deck. But as I was holding the deck, I made sure the deck resonated with me, and it did have a strong pull to me. I kept coming back. I actually went back to buy it because I I don't know, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. And I thought, you know what? Tarot's going to tell me, Spirit's going to tell me. And sure enough, Spirit's like, go back there and get that darn deck. So I did. And I bought the very last one. And so there was only this one and the opened one, and they don't sell the opened one. So I was very fortunate to have found it, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But that said, Scorpio, this is your reading again for September 6th through 12. Let's see what Spirit has for you. It's been an amazing week. Remember, the 6th is the new moon. Lots of energy. Love is in the air. It'll be in the air for about 10 days. And then lots of changes in the air right now. Lots of wonderful, if you're looking at changing habits and commitments and things, again, don't forget, this is the time to do it, Scorpio. This is the time to break those old habits, create new ones, create good ones. Okay, first card up, 3 of Swords, followed by the 10 of Swords. These cards are just flying everywhere. Let me put them out as they came out. There we go. When they pop out like that, you want to pay attention because there's something there. And the order is important, but on the lower rec down here, the lower line, it's not as important because, again, it's a combination. The reading is a combination of the cards. And so sometimes it's how they're put out. What I pay attention to, for me, this is my own spread, by the way. I was not taught this. This is something that came to me via Spirit over time. So my important row is this. Everything else keys off of this. So this is where I pay most of my attention. And we always start over here. So let's get her going. This is the Three of Swords. When you see the Three of Swords, it tells you that there is some frustration, some pain, some. It's not a happy week. This is not going to be a good start of a good week. It may get better down the road, but from what I'm seeing, it's not going to start off very well for you, Scorpio. So buckle up, Buttercup, as they say. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, as what was it, Betty Davis said. Again, we look at the Three of Swords here. Something's going to happen. It's going to be heartbreak. It's going to be frustration. It's going to be not a happy start. We have the Ten of Swords. What is that about? The Ten of Swords, we're bringing something to an end. It's a conclusion. It's time to put something to rest. Time to bring something to an end. And so we're going to see that when it's a sword situation, it's a logical choice. It makes sense. It's a good choice in that sense. The Eight of Wands is here. Man, there's a whole bunch of things flying around. You have a lot of activity going on. And of course, that could be coming with the ending of whatever this is, but also the heartbreak. And it could be, in this situation, it could be a relationship issue, and a relationship has ran its course. It could be that the relationship has a lot of issues that have to be resolved, so it's time to do that. It could be a third-party situation. We have the Ace of Swords here. Again, a new kind of way of thinking. You're bringing an end to an old way of thinking and a beginning to a new way of thinking. So when you see the swords, it's about logic and progression. We also have the King of Swords over here. That's the businessman, the confident, assured, very. And when I say man, it's not men only. It's women. It's a confident person. It's a very strong, good business person, strong-willed, determined, comfortable in themselves. Draws a lot of people to them. Their person, they're moving on, they're moving forward, they're moving. Again, change. So again, when I see this, again, bringing closure to one thing, again, the relationship could be coming to an end, and the relationship's coming to an end. Then you bring it to an end with this, you start something new here. Again, a lot of things in the air, a lot of messy things in the air during that, but the person is deciding to leave and walk away, and that's what the Chariot's telling us. The Seven of Cups over here is saying that it's going to be hard to focus. This is going to be a trying week. There's a lot of focus issues. It's not going to be the best week, period. But the Emperor's there. You're strong. When you see the Emperor's strong. The Emperor, you're going to get through this. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You may even be the person bringing the situation to an end. I don't know, but this is not a this is not the the best way to start September. But I'm not surprised, because Virgo. It's interesting because Virgo is in the air with the September 6th. Virgo is in the air, and new love is in the air. Love is in the air. Period. So this is a situation. Now, the other way you could look at this, there's two other ways to read this, just in case the first way it isn't necessarily relevant in your situation. The other thing is that your relationship needs attention. Your relationship is in a problem situation, and maybe there's a third party you don't know about, but maybe it's time that you take the steps necessary to bring about change. Again, a lot of activity. Bring that busy down, bring the activity up, bring the activity to an end, so you can start anew. You can rekindle it. And how do you do that? Again, it's a very hard thing to do, but you have the strength, you have the determination, you can make it happen. Again, make changes, make movement, start moving, get things going. Again, sitting and letting it stay the way it is not going to work. So again, if you want to look at it as a rekindle situation, then that's also possible. The Seven of Cups, again, when the Seven of Cups are, focus, put the relationship as the priority, focus everything on the relationship and ignore the rest. The rest will take care of itself. So again, when you see the Seven of Cups is the focus. And then over here we have the Emperor. The Emperor says, you can do this. Again, you can do this. You have the strength to do it. You have the courage to do it. You have the will to do it. You can do it. Scorpion, you can do anything. That's just the way you can see it. You can do anything. I would love to be able to find this as a business situation. I would love to. The only business card potential is the Eight of Wands, and that just is saying that there's a lot of work out there, but the work has nothing to do with this reading. So I'm telling you, this is going to be an emotional upheaval this week. This is a card. This is the readings I don't like a lot, because I don't like love readings. For some reason, they're just not my thing. But this unfortunately is love or lack thereof. Let's see what else we have. What other guidance we here? Five of Wands. Yeah, it's been some struggle, some strife. It's not a total surprise. It's just been a bit of a struggle, been a bit of frustration. The Hanged Man couldn't make a decision, can't make a decision, need to make a decision. Ten of Pentacles. It's going to be fine. It's going to work itself out. It's going to have some financial glitches, but you'll be fine. Two of Pentacles. Again, new coming in, a new relationship, a new opportunity, new something. And there's the sun, the baby card, as I call it, the sun card. So a new era begins, a new era begins. Well, Scorpio, this is not a great reading for you, unfortunately. I wish I had better news for you, but I don't. So be prepared. If you're in a relationship, it could be a bit of a problem this week. Hopefully, this does not resonate with you and you will totally ignore it. If it doesn't and it does resonate with you, then you need to take action. You need to either save your relationship or you need to make other choices. But again, pay attention. This week is all about relationships. So pay attention to your relationship. Do one or the other, but make sure something happens. You need to move on. You need to have change. You need to make something happen. So you can't just sit there and let it happen. You have to make something happen affirmatively. Okay? With that said, I'm going to let you go. Drop me a line. Tell me what resonates with you. The email is advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. Again, that's advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. You can also go to sonoranmystictarot.com and book a private reading or send me a message through there. And you can go to Sonoran Mystic Tarot on the social media platforms. On YouTube and Facebook, you'll see free weekly and monthly readings as well as dailies. And then on the Instagram and TikTok apps, you'll see the daily downloads. So you get a little daily horoscope thing, not horoscope, tarot thing every day. This is Don. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next week. Have a great one. Bye-bye.